Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to share this because this is an issue that I have. I sit in this chair like way too much. So, sitting a lot of the day, I stretch, I roll out my neck, I maybe do some quick shoulder rolls, and for a little while it helps until that tension comes creeping right back in. Do you have that too? Like that dull ache between your shoulder blades or your mid back, like right behind your heart? Or a neck stiffness that just doesn't quit. You wake up in the morning and your neck feels like an old person's neck. Or how about low back pain that flares after sitting too long? It feels like a burning pain in the low back. All right, here's the thing. What if the issue actually isn't your muscles or the fact that you're weak, but it's a stress reflex that your nervous system never learned to turn off because, frankly, we are really bad at turning off stress. So that's what this video is about today, is what hacks can you use? How can you enter into the body's build it's designed to serve in order to turn off these stress reflexes? So a stress reflex is a pattern your body learned a long time ago, and it just keeps repeating because the primitive brain is pretty primitive and it thinks it's helping you, but it's actually not. And until you repattern that reflex, pain just keeps resetting, no matter how many massages or stretches or adjustments or chiropractic work or physical therapists you see. So today I want to show you a seated approach to somatic and energetic repatterning. You can be right at your desk. You can do it quickly. No floor required. Sound useful? Here we go. So you're in your chair. You've been working all day. You have your breath. Some slow, powerful movements can help you unwind pain at its very source. And in the end, you actually can turn your chair, your work, your computer energy, your life force you're putting in each day, you can turn that into a healing space. So let's start with this. Pain actually begins in the nervous system, not the muscles. Protective patterns that come from stress or old trauma, emotional trauma, physical trauma, or poor posture, it gets stuck on autopilot. Those patterns just keep repeating over and over. It could have started with long hours at a desk, or sometimes a car accident, or some kind of injury that happened years ago, or an emotional or physical stress or abuse, adverse childhood events that settle into the body. Because remember, and I'm always on about this, your body has three main reflexes that shape posture. The red light reflex, where it's like stop, and the whole front of the body, those anterior musculature, wants to curl into a protective pattern. So things start to become hyperactive in the front, and they start to shorten. Then there are those with the green light reflex being dominant, where you overextend to get things done. I tend to be that person. Between the shoulder blades, low back, like the back of the body is hyper excitable. It's always turned on a little bit too high or a lot too high. And then there's a trauma reflex where you shift to one side. I had an old injury on a horse where I actually dislocated my foot, fractured my leg. I think that's part of why I got into physical therapy. I mean, it's a pretty gnarly injury. So the shift to one side creates these patterns that can extend for years, creating imbalance. And you think the issue's right now, but it actually goes back to these old protective automatic reflexes. Your brain, your primitive brain, thinks it's helping you out, but it's actually forgotten how to stop doing that. And that's what you want to retrain. So the first step is to internally feel safety. And this is important in so many levels because there's so much stress in the world right now. Being able to tune in to safety and calm the nervous system is one of the most important things any of us can learn to do. So one of the fastest paths to safety is your breath. And interestingly, your eyes. So before we move into like physical posture shifts and movements, I want to show you something really subtle but super powerful that sets the nervous system up for change. This is coming out of the work of Dr. Herbert Spiegel and his son, David. Dr. Spiegel, the elder, I think, was at Columbia, and David's carried on his work and is still there at Yale University. No, Stanford. They've done tons and tons of research on this, and it's super cool. and super easy. So what we're going to do, again, you're right there at your desk. You learn how to do this. It can go very quickly. We're going to induce a light self-trance state that opens up the mind and the body to shift out of old habits much easier. Sometimes just in a single episode. Amazing. Okay, so Spiegel eye roll, again named after Herbert and David, two doctors doing amazing work in this area. So very simply, you sit comfortably in your chair. You can be standing. You can even do it at a red light. And you're going to gently lift your chin as you roll your eyes upward. And as they go up, you're going to close them. They may flutter, totally fine. Keep breathing. I'm going to invite deep low back rib breathing. I'll talk about that. Eyes are up, chin is up. And now imagine a falling leaf. And make it as smooth and soft as you can. And follow that falling leaf down. You may already notice a quieting. It's very interesting. Okay, let's do it again. Open the eyes, deep breath in. Come up to the top. This time I'm going to have you close your eyes and hold your breath for a moment, preparing. And then with a gentle, let your eyes follow. Hum or a sigh all the way down. We're going to go from this state. You could do it one more time, but generally when you get good at it, you only need to do it once. We're going to go from this subtle move into the movements that I want to show you. And now your body's more set up for neuroplastic change. You're basically telling your body it's totally safe. It's safe to shift. It's safe to feel. It's safe to rewire. All right, so now we begin. We've done the Spiegel eye roll. We're going to get into it. So sit tall in your chair. You're working away, feet flat on the floor. Let your spine lift without forcing. And I want you to put your hands really gently on your low ribs. Hands around to your side. You've just done the eye roll. Try this now. Let your eyes go softly to one side. Don't have to go real far. But this reinforces the state of safety. You're not hardwire focused straight ahead. Eyes go to one side and hold them there. Inhale through the nose for a slow count of 4 and feel your ribs expand outward and backwards. 3, 4, and now exhale through the nose or mouth. Mouth is good for the count of 6 to 8. Slow and soft as you can. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's pretty slow. Again, breathing in, count of 4. This time on the exhale, I want you to hum, a gentle hum, vibrate your throat. Count of 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get it vibrating, and let's do it one more time. 3 rounds. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. You can let your eyes go to the other side if you want, and exhale with a hum. 4, 5, 6, maybe keep going, 7, 8, and now just breathe more softly and tune in. Notice what shifted. The nervous system begins to downshift. These are subtle energy techniques, but over time they become very powerful. If you notice your shoulders are still lifting first or your breath is staying shallow, that just means the stress reflex is really wired and active. Doesn't mean this doesn't work. Low back rib breathing, widening in the back, letting the eyes go to the side, starting with the Spiegel eye roll. All of this is part of what we call polyvagal theory, how to downshift the nervous system. And we can do it ourselves. It doesn't take a lot. It takes attention and awareness. And when you focus your attention to the side of you, to the back of you, and internally, it is a game changer. So use it. Compassion with yourself, no judgment. You are up to change, and it takes time. But if you want to connect body, mind, and spirit and be able to unwind tension in your chair and make it a healing space, this is part of it. All right, coming back now. Your breath is online. Let's begin to unwind tension right there in the chair. It isn't about pushing or forcing. It's about re-educating your brain how to move. So we're going to start with the shoulder reset. Really simple. So you did your Spiegel eye roll a couple times. You did your breath hums with your eyes to the side. You activated the vagus nerve in the back of the throat. Now gently lift your shoulders towards your ears over a count of 10. It's slow. And again, I tend to count really slow. I kind of drive my patients crazy, I think. But really slow. Now 10. Now you're going to lower them just as slowly or even slower. 10, 9, keep breathing in your low back. 8, 7, let it go as smooth as you can. 5, 4, 3, breathing low back. 2, 1, let go, and experience the full let go. Now pull your shoulders back slightly like you're opening your chest, and let's do it again. Raise them slowly over a count of 10. We're going to do 3 positions for the shoulders for a really good reason, because you have these scaling muscles that tend to get all wrapped up in nervous system tension, and you really want them to know they can chill. So again, you've set yourself into a quiet space. Now slowly lower the shoulders to a count of 10 or more. Breathing in the low back. Each of the things I'm having you do speaks to a different part of your nervous system, a different part of your stress reflex. Just keep your breath soft and slow. And now let your shoulders come forward. And again, with deep breathing. Out and low back. Don't get pain, numbness, or tingling in the arms. Just back off. You don't have to do it real hard. And then slowly let it go. The 3-position shoulder reset after you've done the Spiegel eye roll and you've done some deep, slow breathing. The body is ready to listen. It's very cool. All right, we're going to do another one. This one tends to counterbalance the forward red light kind of posture being on a computer all the time. It can be a little challenging. So we're just going to take it really soft and easy. But you're going to interlace your fingers and turn them outwards. Okay, so your palms are away from you. And as you inhale, come to the front of your sit bones. Keep breathing into the low back. Inhale and exhale. And breathing deeply, you're going to slowly raise your arms overhead, but keep your shoulders down. They don't go up. They stay down. Let your shoulders go up where it's not really stressful, but you feel it, and let your head go back, but not hard, just softly. And keep breathing in the low back. Keep to the front of the sit bones. And you work up to holding this position for a minute, which can feel like a century, but very gently and softly. As you breathe in the low back, you start to tell those back muscles, soften, let go. Especially if you're a percher, which I hope you're not, but a lot of us sit on our chairs forward bent, arching our low back without back support, and we perch. And this helps those muscles and your latissimus, your lats start to realize, oh, I can chill out here. So you're up and you're breathing and your elbows are extended. And you're feeling how good this makes you feel. And you're so grateful for your physical therapist in your life. And holding for a minute and then very softly just lower. Let your hands come down to your lap or cross them on your heart. Again, you can let your eyes go softly to the side, even with your eyes closed, and just relax. That's a reset of the upper thoracic spine, opening the heart, widening the chest, and bringing you back into the kind of alignment your spine's designed to do. Really important to reset spinal extension, especially if you're often collapsed forward with mousing and gazing. All right. Let's do some scapular work sitting here. So, hands on your thighs gently, and you're going to feel almost like I say to people, imagine you had a pencil sticking out of each shoulder blade, tips of the shoulder, and a piece of paper, and you're going to make squares. So, you're going to slide your shoulder blades forward like you're reaching around a barrel, but your hands are on your thighs, and then gently lift them up towards your ears, You don't need to over push, but feel this. Stay on the front of your sit bones and now glide them straight back. Keep them up, glide them back, and then let them come down and let them soften back to the starting position. Very interesting. And if you have a hard time doing this, guess what? That's your nervous system saying, you need to really do this because you're designed to have those scapula move. All right, so let's do it again. We'll go the opposite direction. One each direction. If you sense you need to do more, all right? But this helps you to rewire, especially if one side is easy and the other side's hard, you got a trauma reflex. And I can tell you right now, mousing all the time, frickin' trauma reflex with your right arm. So let's address it. So we started forward, now we're gonna go backwards. So I'm on the front of my sit bones. I'm gonna let my shoulder blades pinch behind me. Keep breathing in my low back, keep soft. I can let my eyes go to the side. I could do a Spiegel eye roll, especially if this feels like an old pattern. Shoulders go up, glide them forward, slowly bring them down. And you're telling those muscles, I got you. I am present. I am with you. It's very easy for the body to learn again that you're present. But guess what? You got to be present to do it. So this really helps. All right. Now let's lift the center of you. So you're designed to be ear over shoulder over hip. So sitting tall without force, on your inhale, let your breastbone lift front and back like it's on a balloon. And let your neck and shoulders relax as your body lifts from the center. And then as you exhale, just let it soften. This is a subtle movement, but it actually counters the red light reflex where you're collapsed forward from stress, protection, or just too many dang hours sitting in front of a computer. So again, breathing in, lengthening through the center, aligning with gravity. Ear over shoulder over hips. You got a buddy or a partner? Have them take a picture of you from the side. If you think you're aligned, ear over the center of your shoulder over your hip, get a picture and see if you're right. Pretty powerful exercise. Again, these are subtle energetics, but have a really important effect on the body. In this one, you're actually energizing your central and governing meridians with awareness. And that's a circular energy Chinese medicine speaks about that goes through the center of the body and everything else works better. Gosh, I get goosebumps when I feel it. So again, that's central lift, lengthening on the breath, feeling it. And then on the exhale, without collapsing, just soften the effort. And you'll feel up through the front, down through the front, through the perineum, up through the back, comes around to the front. Feel it penetrate, go down. You can imagine that circular or macrocosmic orbit, it's called, energizing you, rewiring, reducing stress. Now for the sides of the body. Okay, so imagine I got a beach ball here. I'm going to put one hand on my chair or my thigh. I'm going to reach up overhead and imagine that I'm curving over that beach ball. So the beach ball kind of pushes into me and I curve. And I keep breathing into the rib and bringing in some yogic philosophy. Let your heart turn to the ceiling and look up, reach. Head and neck soft, length, feel length over the beach ball. And then bring it back up and slowly down. Activating all the sidelines, really powerful. This one you can do 2 or 3 times, really helps. Helps unwind asymmetries in the body and brings breath back into the rib cage. So lengthening, I feel the beach ball push into me. I come up and over, and I look up and over. My challenging spot's looking over to the left, so you may notice a difference one side to the other. And differences exist. We are asymmetrical. But it's important that we remember and we keep working with that. Looking up, breathing, and down. You can do that a couple times. Isn't that awesome? So, slowly unwinding asymmetry on each side of the body. All right, now we're going to connect the upper body and lower body, and then we're going to do the left side and the right side. All of these are really important for energetic reasons. Let's start connecting the upper and lower body. So I'm going to sit on the front edge of my chair, tipping my pelvis forward, and I'm going to let the pelvis be the driver for this. So I'm tipping forward. I'm now going to exhale, pull my belly button in, pull my pubic bone up, and I'm going to let the wave go through my pelvis up to my neck, coming forward, and then holding the forward position, I'm going to let my pelvis tip forward again, the arch like a rolling pin, rolling up my spine, shoulder blades, head and neck, and then holding that lift, I'm going to start with the pelvis again, pull my belly button in, roll my tailbone under, and segment by segment, let the spine experience movement. So you're always moving from the tailbone. There's really good reason for that. Kundalini energy gets unwound here. We have a lot of dormant energy in the low spine. Let it be like this beautiful snake-like motion that goes up and then from the bottom lifts. And breathe in and out in the low back. You could even do your Spiegel eye rolls here. And put it all together if you want. If that feels a little bit like walking and chewing gum and too much, don't do it. But as you practice these, and you'll probably resonate with one or the other, these become incredible exercises for your body's well-being. All right, now we're going to integrate cross-body work. We can tend to become kind of homolateral where we're not integrating the two sides of the brain. And there's simple energetics that you can do that are cross-body that help you to integrate both sides. So reach one arm across the body like you're grabbing something from a high shelf, and then come down, go over your ear like you're putting hair behind your ear, down and off your ring finger. Reaching up, high shelf, cross body, come down. This is triple warmer activation. Come down, down your arm, thank it, ring finger. You don't have to make that sound. Okay, again, we're going to reach up across the body. Feeling, looking up, reaching up, come down over the back of the ear, down the shoulder, down, ring finger, and off. And one more time, opposite side, reaching. Breathing, side bending, come down over the ear, down through ring finger and off. This activates cross-body coordination and integration, restores spinal mobility, but really importantly, activates that triple warmer, that energetic meridians that's always trying to fight, flight, freeze, reflex, all the stuff we have going on. It helps rewire. So that was quite a lot, but really good stuff. And this is years of work that I've done to be putting this together for you, and I really hope it's helpful. And here's the truth. Small changes made consistently create the deepest rewiring of your body. So how do you do this in a way that makes sense? I would pause every hour. Put a little ding on your phone, on your computer, and just check in. Are my ears over my shoulders, over my hips? Are my shoulders creeping up? Whenever you stand to move, connect with your breath. Practice shoulder rolls. Practice eye movement. Move slower with intention, not by reflex, and notice what it's like. Actually, the slower you go, the quicker the body learns how to rewire new patterns. And when you feel tension creeping in, choose a reset from this video. We've done side bending, we've done cross body, we've done breath, we've done eyes. Take 30 seconds and make a difference for yourself. Over time, your system begins to rewire its baseline, and you can start to look more forward to these episodes of sitting as being valuable in your day. Movement's only part of the story, though. If you're really inflamed, no amount of stretching fully relieves the pain. What you put into your body matters. So we're going to get into that more. But the kind of oils you put in, if you're taking seed oils, refined sugars, additives, you create a microbiome that sets you up for inflammation. So alignment isn't just structural, it's also internal. I really want to get into that, so we're going to. In upcoming videos, I want to get more into like aligning posture when you stand. I have a standing desk, really simple stuff you can do. How to set up your desk and workspace for real healing. I have some awesome stories that I'll share from people who've had really remarkable shifts. I love doing this. So if it helps you, hit like and subscribe, because that's how you get it going in this kind of world and keeps me being able to bring this content out. And put a comment in. I'm really trying to be good about paying attention to that. What's your favorite chair-based reset? What really worked for you? Your body can remember how to feel good. So let's help it come back to that knowing without ever leaving your chair, finding a healing space for yourself, and making your days count. This is your one wild life. How you using it? See you next time.